Welcome. So let me show you the preview of this invoice, and I actually want to take you through how you can make use of it when you finally get it. So this is the invoice, complete automation for your business. Now let's actually look at some of these things that this invoice can do with all this button that we have here. This button was made possible with the use of VBA. I think you should know. And then the first thing is that once you get this invoice and you open, you have to do certain things. So let's see what this button does. Now this very button, print as PDF, what it does is that once you click on it, it will export the invoice as a PDF. So I'll simply click on it, and then you say invoice exported successfully. It is successful, it has been exported. Now if you go to the folder I've created for it, you see that this invoice has actually been exported to this particular folder. I'm going to explain how you can actually do all of this in the course of this video. So just stay with me to the end, and I'll come back here and say send as email. So once you prepare the invoice, you want to send it to your customer by mail, you don't have to go to email, attach and all of that. With this button, it will automatically send it from Excel to your customer by email. So I'll click on this button, and then you see that the invoice has been sent to this particular email of the customer for a text. I'll click on OK, and then we have this button that will also send the particular invoice to the customer on WhatsApp. Maybe you want to actually send it to the customer on WhatsApp, you don't want to use mail or all of that. So I have a button for you that will actually do that for you. It will launch automatically your Excel, it will launch your WhatsApp, and then take you to the page of the customer. Even if you have not had any conversation with the customer before, you actually launch it, and then you are able to attach the invoice. So let's see what it does. So click on it, and then it will launch your WhatsApp automatically from Excel, and then it will prompt you to open it. I'm going to open, and then it takes you to the page of the customer. Then you can then attach the invoice. You can attach the invoice as the case may be. As you can see, the invoice has been attached to that customer, and you see that it has been attached. Okay, and then this particular button will save the record of the invoice for future reference, as the case may be. So you don't have to miss any details about your invoice. So I'll click on it, and then the details of this invoice has been saved, as you can see, and then I have it. And then this last button will clear the record of the invoice. Make sure that you want to clear it. Let's say you want to prepare another invoice, you don't have to come to all of these places and delete manually. No, you simply have to click on this particular button, and it will clear the invoice and make it ready for a new entry. So let me click. I'm going to click, and then you see that our invoice is empty and ready for a new entry and all of that. So we've seen what all this button does. This will print as PDF. This will send to the customer by mail. This will send it by WhatsApp to the customer. This will save the record of the invoice, and this button will clear the record and make it ready for a new entry. That's all of that. And now what we have done, let's see, by mail. Let me go to the mail of that customer and see whether it's actually sent. As you can see, I have it. So as you can see digital trade. Play fine, attach your invoice, let's know whatever, and then you have that invoice here. As you can see, I can actually open it, and then you see it. So it will actually send it to your customer automatically by mail, and you see all of that. So it's complete automation to actually help your business, for small businesses and all of that. You can actually make use of this invoice. So now we've seen what this invoice can do. Let's see how it works, and how when you actually get it, how do we install it so that you can get the best out of this invoice. Now, like I said, this was made possible by the use of VBA in Excel. So let's see how it works. Again, I want to show you the invoice, and then we have all of that. Now, starting with here, this invoice number is automatically generated. You can see the formula I use. It will actually come to this place and pick the highest number plus 1, and then we give you a new invoice number. So the invoice number is automatically generated. In case you don't like it, you can take care of this function remove it and enter your own formula, or you can as well enter your invoice number manually, as the case may be. But I've set it in such a way that it will automatically generate it for you in case you will need it like that. Now, number two, date and time is automatic. You can see I use the now function to give you the current date and time that the invoice is actually generated. And for validity, I have a drop down from 5 days to 120 days, depending on the type of work or services you want to perform. So some maybe 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 90 days, even up to 120 days. But if you actually want to modify this to suit your business, it's possible. Just click here, go to the data tab, go to data validation, and you see all of these. So just edit it, clear it, edit it, and put whatever validity that you want to put that will suit your own business. And then you click on OK, and then you have a drop down here, and then it is done. That's that. And then we have our customer, the bill to. This is automatically, all these are automatically returned. Now I have a drop down here. Just click on it, and then you see all your customer. You simply have to select the one that you want to send the invoice to, and then just I select this, everything is automatically returned. So, and then I select it, everything is automatically returned, so you don't have to be worried. Then I have all of that. Now let me take you through others. Here I have the sequence function giving us automatic sequence as we have it. So let me just say pro.a. Pro.a, you can see I have the sequence. Pro.a, as you enter, the sequence will automatically appear. And once you delete anything, the sequence will automatically disappear. So this is auto sequence. Once you put the quantity, let's say 5 here, and then let's say the unit price is 2005, you have the amount automatically is coming up, so you don't have to worry about all of that. You have all of that coming up for you automatically. So if you scroll down, you have this box that you can put your terms and conditions, a very big box to write whatever you want to write to your customer. Then the total, it will automatically sum it. To add the VAT, automatically it will be added, and then you have the grand total. If you want to include column for discount and all of that, you can actually put it, customize it the way that it will suit your business. And then here you have your bank details. Just enter your bank account details. It will be on your invoice every time you send an invoice to any customer. Account name, account number, the bank, and the sort code. And whatever details that you still want to add, you can customize it. So that is what we have. Now also, don't forget that you need to set your print area, which I have done for you, but you can also try and set it so that once you print, Excel will not print all of these buttons. So what you have to do, you simply select the area that the invoice is covering, like my own, like this, and then you go to layout, and then you see this print area, and then you click on set print area, and that will be done for you, and that's automatic. Now since we have all of that, now let's look at other things that you need to do for this particular stuff. So the customer, I have the customer database here. Whenever you have a new customer, you simply have to come put the name here, the address, the phone number, which will be used to send it to the customer by WhatsApp, the email, which will be used to send it to the customer by email. So you have to provide correct email and phone number if actually you want to make use of those buttons, and then the website if the customer the business is actually having one. So once you put your customer details there, it will be there, and it will help you to keep the record. Anytime you want to actually send an invoice to that customer, you simply have to come here, click on this drop down, and all the list of your customer, or even if you have 100,000, all the list will be displayed in this place, and then you just select, and then this data will be returned automatically. So that's that. Now we have this place where we have invoice details. All the invoice, once you save an invoice from here, save record of invoice from this button, it will automatically come to this place. And what are the records that will come here? The invoice number, the time and date, the name of the customer, the phone number of the customer, the quotation, that's the title for just a brief description of what that invoice is all about. The total amount will be exported, and then we have the link to the invoice. Right from here, you can open it. For example, if I click here, I'll click on yes, and then you just open the invoice right from your Excel. The link is there for you. You see whatever the invoice is all about in case you have to do something about it. So it is there for you. This record of invoice is actually wonderful stuff for you. It will actually keep storing the record of your invoices, even up to 1 million records. It will still keep storing it so that you don't have to lose any record whatsoever for years to come. To keep storing the invoice as the case may be. Now let's go further. Now other thing that you have to do is that when you get this invoice, go to developer. Let me show you certain things. We click on feature basis, and then you see all of the code that is actually working behind the scene to get this invoice working and running. Now what are the most important things that you need to take note of? Now you need to take note of the file part. Now once you download this invoice, what you have to do, let me minimize this. You have to go to your desktop or anywhere. You can see on my own desktop, I've created a folder that says invoice auto. So create a folder also, maybe on your desktop, on your document, anywhere. You just have to create a folder, click on the folder, and then click here, the part, copy this part. This is the part that you are going to make use of when you are actually exporting your invoice. So copy this part and go back to your invoice. Let me go back here. So you will need to, of course, change the part. This is my own part. You can see it. This is the part that's actually working behind the scenes. So once you create your own, you need to change this part and make sure you have this at the other end, and make sure you have this double quote too at the other end. So you simply have to change all of these, and I assure you that everything, once you click, everything will work fine. So that is number one important thing that you have to do. You have to change this part to your own part, wherever you want the invoice to be exported to. If you don't do that, it's going to throw an error. It's not going to work, and that's the truth of the matter. Apart from that, every other thing should work fine. Then you can go ahead and see. You can see that same part here. You also have to put. So this is the macro, print PDF. This is the macro that print as PDF. This second sub is the one that send it by email. This is the second sub. It will send it by email. So you also have to replace the invoice number. The part to that particular folder. Simply have to paste it also in this particular place and all of that. And also you can take note of this place and your subject and all of that. You can modify it and all of that as the case may be. And then as you go forward, you can go to the third macro, that send it by WhatsApp, and you have all of these. So also take note of my own phone number, WhatsApp phone number that I use. So make sure you include your own WhatsApp phone number in this very place so that you can. So WhatsApp does not have an API that automatically send it, but it will actually launch it. This very cool will automatically launch the WhatsApp URL, and then you are able to attach your invoice to that particular customer from that particular place. And then lastly, this is the save of the record of the invoice and all of that we have. So I've told you that these are the information I want to save, and these are the values to save it, and it will even keep the and also we have the parts here. So everywhere you see this part, you have to replace it with your own part which you have created and all of that. So we also have this. Every of these, you don't have to touch them, they will work fine. And then we have the last macro that will clear the record, and you can see the range that will be cleared as the case may be. So this is all you have to do once you download this invoice. Just change the part, do one or two corrections, modify it to your own taste, and it should work fine for you. So we have all of that, and then we have this invoice is working very fine. Is working very fine. And one thing I would love to do once again before I will go is that let me show you how you can actually modify this record of info. You want to make it more interesting, this record of info. Now this is what I'm going to do. This particular place, I'm going to have status. let me have it as a status. Let me just put it this way. Let me put all border. Yeah, we have all border. So here I'm going to have status. I'm just remembering to add this to this invoice now, status. And then here I want to have data validation, as the case may be. So I'll go to data. I'll say data validation. I'll click on this very place, list. Then I'll enter this. I'll say paid. I'll say unpaid, half paid or part payment. Part paid. I'll say unpaid. So we have three status there. I'll click on OK. And then you can see you can always select once it's pay. But this is not actually what I want to do. Now this is what I want to do. I'll select everything here. I'll select everything here. And then I'll go to conditional formatting. And I will say new rule. And I will say use a formula to determine new rule. I will say equals to, now I want to go up and select this cell H2, and then I'll press my F4 twice. I'll say equals to this, then I'll say paid. So I'll put it in quotation. Sorry for that. I'm going to put it in quotation, paid. So if this invoice is paid, I want it to format it. I want to have it a strike through. I want to bold it, italic it, and then I want to actually have it as green color if the invoice is paid. So I'll click on OK, and then I'll click on OK, and then you can see that you have a strike through saying that this invoice has been paid. Then I'll go to conditional formatting again. I'll say manage rule. You have this rule. So I'll say new rule, and then I'll use a formula to determine. And then I'm going to say, okay, equals to again. I'll select this cell, and then I'll press my F4 twice and say equals to part paid. I have part paid. So I should have a double quotation thereafter. Sorry, I have to have a double quotation. Let me just do it this way. Part paid. I'll close the quotation. We want to have a format. I want to have it as bold. Then color, I will have it as this color. I will click on OK, and then I will click on OK, and then I have the second rule. The third rule, I'll use a formula to determine, and then I'm going to have this and say equals to this particular cell. Press my F4 twice, and then equals to, I would open the double quotation and say unpaid. Unpaid, I'll close the quotation, and I may want to have it as bold or whatever. I will leave it this way, automatic, and then I'll click on OK. I'll click on OK. I will apply the rules to it. I will click on OK, and then we have all of that. So whenever you export an invoice and you save the record and you come here and you select paid, it will strike through that, oh, this invoice has been cleared, you have received the payment. If you select part paid, you have this color that say, oh, it's part paid. Then if you select unpaid, and then you have it to be like this as unpaid. So this will actually help you to know which invoice has been paid, which one is part paid, and which one is unpaid at all, as the case may be. Complete automation for your business. So this is the invoice. If you need this particular invoice, simply drop a comment. I will send you a link where you can actually get it, or for those who have enrolled for my Excel course, the link to the invoice is actually included in the course. It's free for those who have enrolled, so you can actually check the link to my Excel course in the video description. Thank you very much. If you find this interesting and useful, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. God bless you.